I've always been a big fan of cycads. They're a fascinating group of plants that have existed for nearly 300 million years, appearing before there were dinosaurs and existing alongside them, and perhaps even being eaten by them. They have had global distribution and fossils are found on every continent, even in Antarctica and the Arctic areas as well. Sadly, they're in trouble. Their slow growth habit and mankind's rapid expansion through most environments on the planet have seen these plants die out all over the place. In fact, many species are completely extinct in the wild, and every day, more and more die off. The fascinating thing is their future on the planet may lie with their incredible architectural shape and structure, which makes them so valuable in a landscape. Secondly, cycads come from many different climatic conditions around the planet. This means that there's a variety that's going to be suitable for your garden environment. Now, you have to remember that this family of plants is endangered, so putting one into your garden may well help them survive beyond mankind's dominance of the planet. I'm establishing a new section in my garden, and this area is wet in winter and drier in summer, so I've dramatically improved the soil by adding fine sieved humus. This composted humus is very similar in structure to the nature of the floor of a rainforest, and this will be the foundation of the garden. I'm planting a series of rare and collectible palms and trees into the garden. Now, the whole purpose of this is going to be to test them and see how they perform in hot, dry conditions. But they'll also provide a filtered light focus for all of the cycads that sit below. Now, this is the perfect way to get the very best looking plants in a home garden situation. The varieties of cycad I've got here are simply stunning. No doubt you'll know this one. This is Cycas revoluta, or the sago palm, which is used extensively in Asian gardens, and its round whirl of foliage is architectural and structural, and ornate and soft with its beautiful fine leaf form. This species is amazing. It's called a dioon, and it comes from Central America. Now, they're not as common as cycas, but the form of this plant and its perfect leaf structure make it eye-catching as a feature in its own right. It's incredibly easy to grow, albeit it is slow and produces a new flush of growth every 6 months. This is a South African genus of cycads known as Encephalatus. There's 66 species in this genus, and they are absolutely stunning, but they get their name from the most amazing cones that they produce out of the base of the plant. And the name? It's called the bread palm. The plant's robust structure is stunning, and its prickly foliage makes it ideal to be seen but not brushed against. Somewhere where you can stand and admire it without getting too close to the spiny foliage. Of course, there are many cycads here in Australia, including some incredibly rare forms from northern Queensland. The local one in my area is Macrozamia reedleyi, or the Zamia palm, and it was incredibly common when white men first settled the country, but it quickly suffered when land clearing set in, and now it's a much more treasured plant for home gardeners. Growing cycads is something that we can all do. They look fantastic, and it doesn't even matter if you're into native plants, you can always use cycads in your garden as well. Now, not only are they a good visual investment because they look fantastic and they're incredibly architectural in any garden structure, but they're also a good financial investment. In fact, they're known to appreciate over 500% within 4 years of planting. Not only that, if you find a spot for just one cycad in your backyard, you're helping with their conservation, and that's good news for the environment. If you want some more information about cycads, well, simply check out our website.